progression in dungeons is by far the most confusing feature they'll be adding into Skyblock. Today, I will explain what progression looks like, how to progress further, what items to upgrade first, what items to upgrade last, and the final setup you will need to clear the last floor of Catacombs. I try my best to post daily Skyblock videos, so if you like what you see, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It really doesn't take a lot of energy, but every person that clicks that button makes me slightly more powerful. And as a bonus, you get to see more of my videos, so sit back, get some water, your favorite shoelace, and enjoy. The Catacombs has 10 floors to conquer, each one significantly more challenging than the other. While the first 2 floors may be super easy, you will quickly learn that even superior dragon armor, or perfect tier 12, stands no chance to a single zombie. This is where the first step in progression takes place. Some monsters in dungeons have a chance to drop dungeon armor pieces. Some common ones are rotten armor or skeleton grunt armor. Each of these armor pieces are what considered dungeon gear. You can tell because of the, big bold letters at the bottom of the item. Dungeon gear are special weapons and armor that gain significant stat boosts while in dungeons. At first glance, this armor looks absolutely awful, and you'd be correct. However, there are 2 ways to level up this armor to make it more powerful. Head on over to Malik the Blacksmith and click on Salvage Dungeon Items. Here you can convert the armor pieces and some weapons into dungeon essence of this type. You can also gain essence of different types by defeating various enemies. For example, dragon essence can be attained through the lost adventurers found in the catacombs. You can use this essence to upgrade your dungeon gear. and give it a star value. Each piece can get up to 5 stars, and each star increases the gear score. Gear score is what determines an item's stat increase while it's worn in dungeons. Higher score is better. After you obtain a full 5-star armor set, you may be asking, hey, this armor still sucks. You were wrong. And you're right. The armor is still super bad. However, there is one more step that changes everything. And that would be your Catacombs level. In your skill menu, you will see a dungeon stat for each class. The more you level up your class, the stronger your damage becomes, as well as your abilities. While this is good, it doesn't increase your item's power. If you look down here, there's one last skill called the Catacombs Skill. Your dungeon gear becomes a % more powerful for each time you level up in your Catacombs Skill. This is huge. The secret to increasing your stats of your dungeon gear is to obtain a super high Catacombs level. The admins have said we can get up to a 600% increase to stats. After a certain level, your dungeon gear will become more powerful than your actual gear. This is when you must make the switch to dungeon gear. Switching will allow you to have significantly higher stats and progress quickly through floors up until the end of the dungeons, where yet again, you will get stuck. Even with max dungeon gear, you will struggle to make any progress in the late game floors. Well, it turns out that your main gear can be upgraded into dungeons gear permanently. For the cost of thousands of essence, you can turn your Midas, Aspect of the Dragons, Dragon Gear, Perfect Armor all into dungeon gear, and level that up. This requires extensive grinding, hundreds of hours perhaps, but converting your main gear into dungeon gear will allow you to have the stats to defeat the final floors of dungeons. So after you've been able to convert your entire superior dragon armor set, your entire perfect armor set, your Reaper Falcon, your Midas, your Aspect of the Dragons, all into level 5 dungeon gear and have a super high level catacombs. Someone recognized me. That is when you will be able to defeat the final floors and take down the final boss. That just about covers it for progression. You will swap back and forth gear several times, but the biggest thing is to level up your Catacombs skill. If you made it to the end of this video, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed. A subscribe is greatly appreciated, and let me know what you think about progression in dungeons. Have a fantastic day. Take care.